So Steve Hayes, Cruz gaining strength, Trump on his heels. Who's winning this back and forth?
Well, right now, I think Ted Cruz is winning this back and forth. I mean, this is something that I think many of us thought was going to come one day. I thought it would have come a lot sooner than it eventually came. But now you've got Ted Cruz criticizing Donald Trump, not only on immigration, but on other issues. I guess the question for Cruz is, does he risk looking a little disingenuous? Because people have been talking about Donald Trump not being a conservative now for 6 months and pointing out, you know, the fact that Trump hasn't been a conservative on any of a number of issues. And Ted Cruz, with this latest fusillade, looks like he's just waking up to that fact after having tightly embraced Donald Trump sort of all along. I think that's the risk for Cruz, even if I agree with him on his substantive critique of Trump.
It seemed like he was doing better, though, Trump was, when he was attacking Hillary Clinton. I mean, that was very effective. Then he was sort of putting himself on that same plane. But who are we to tell Donald Trump what is and isn't effective? I mean, everything he's done has gone against the playbook, and it all continues to work for him.
Yeah, the conventional wisdom has gone out the window. Do you think, Meghan, that Trump should adopt the Marco Rubio strategy of drawing Cruz in on immigration, or do you think that the citizenship issue is the winning one? Because the base has been skeptical about Cruz fighting tough enough against amnesty and that bill that Rubio and your father worked on. That's a bone of contention.
Yeah, and that's red meat for conservatives in Iowa one way or another. What I think is fascinating is Donald Trump was at Liberty University yesterday, Jerry Falwell's school, very religious school, obviously. He quoted Corinthians wrong, and now it's become this meme all over the internet. Ted Cruz in many ways is the thinking man's Donald Trump. He's a religious man that I think a lot of people, especially in like the hardcore evangelical parts of Iowa, can digest as being much more religious, and I actually think that is going to play really well for Ted Cruz. I also think it's brilliant politics that Ted Cruz has waited this long to go after Trump. I also think it's really brilliant that he's only doing it on policy and keeping personalities out of it.
I think